Hey everyone, it is that time of year again that we have to look at the best albums of the year. And 2025 was a phenomenal year. There were so many great albums that it was really hard to pick who would be album of the year. So guess what? I'm not gonna do it. You're gonna do it. We obviously have to start somewhere, so, I gathered some of the best people in the industry to help me bring down this insane list of fantastic albums down to 20. And you can click the link in the description to go and vote. And then in 2 weeks from now, I'll let everybody know which album wins Album of the Year as voted by you, the Belgian Jasper viewers.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
Are you ready? Let's go through them in chronological order as they came out throughout the year. So let's start first with Power Train by Majestica. Right, Majestica delivers pure power metal bliss with cinematic arrangements, towering melodies, and a sense of adventure only they can craft. Power Train feels like a high-speed locomotive into a fantasy realm filled with triumph and emotion. It's endlessly replayable, and it's also the most fun power metal album of the year. Next up, we have Tavastland by Havukruunu. With Tavastland, Havukruunu reaches new mythic heights by blending pagan fury with spine-chilling melodies and heroic atmosphere. Every track feels like a battle hymn carved into stone. It's simply the most spiritually powerful black metal release of the year. Next up, we have Cult of the Serpent Sun by Nite. Nite perfects their fusion of classic heavy metal and rasped black metal vocals, creating a sound both nostalgic and strikingly modern. The album glows with occult electricity from start to finish. No other 2025 record captures darkness with such elegant groove. Next up, we have Wrath and Ruin by Warbringer. Warbringer fire on all cylinders with blistering thrash riffing, razor-sharp production, and socially charged lyrics. They hit harder than ever before. It's fast, it's furious, thrash metal doesn't get more vital in 2025. And, this is not the last thrash album on this list. 2025 may have been the year of thrash again. But first, we have Blood Dynasty by Arch Enemy. Blood Dynasty showcases Arch Enemy at their most melodic and most vicious, seemingly blending soaring hooks with feral aggression. The dual guitar work is world-class. Alyssa delivers a career-high performance. This is the new high watermark for modern melodic death metal. Next up, we have Lonely People with Power by Deafheaven. Deafheaven returns with a sweeping, emotional black gaze masterpiece that merges their heavy instincts with their most atmospheric textures. It's intimate yet volcanic. It's simultaneously crushing and beautiful. No band balances pain and euphoria like Deafheaven in 2025. But talk about beauty and pain, we also had A Spiral by Epica. Epica unleashes their most ambitious symphonic epic yet, filled with grand orchestration, philosophical lyrics, and Simone Simon's soaring perfection. A Spiral pushes forward with cinematic scope and progressive depth. It is symphonic metal's defining statement of 2025. Something completely different, Incendiary Sanctum by A Flock Named Murder. This album is an explosive blend of avant-garde darkness, blackened theatrics, and macabre storytelling that feels like a cult ritual in audio form. It's strange, it's bold, it's utterly unpredictable. No other band brings this level of creativity in 2025. Then we also have the self-titled album by Rivers of Nihil. Rivers of Nihil reinvented themselves with an album that strips away boundaries and embraces everything from death metal to ambient introspection. It's their boldest and most emotionally resonant work yet. This is the sound of a band truly becoming itself. Maybe more experimentation with the album Xenotaph by Fallujah. Fallujah crafts a transcendent, shimmering, hyper-technical journey that balances out cosmic atmosphere with devastating heaviness. Xenotaph feels like drifting through deep space while being slammed into the stars. It is the new gold standard for atmospheric tech death. But it's time to grab our battle axes for Whispers of War by Crimson Shadows. Fast, melodic, and most of all, heroic. Whispers of War is a triumphant return of death-infused power metal at its most anthemic. The guitar work is blazing, the songwriting is epic, and the energy is unmatched. It's pure metal glory distilled into one album. Back to black metal with Black Braid 3 by Black Braid. Black Braid once again channels raw indigenous spirit with soulful melodies, ferocious black metal intensity, and breathtaking natural atmosphere. Every track feels carved from mountains and storms. It's the most authentic and emotionally charged black metal album of 2025. And we have another career-defining album with I Feel the Ever Black Festering Within Me by Lorna Shore. This is Lorna Shore's best album. You know, they expand their symphonic deathcore universe with even more grandeur, brutality, and apocalyptic emotional weight. The vocals are monstrous, the orchestration massive, and the breakdowns are earth-splitting. This is the most cinematic extreme metal album of 2025. A very different kind of cinematic album with The Bestiary by Castle Rat. Castle Rat is definitely one of the most hyped bands of the year. It's great to see them break through as they have done. They deliver a doom-heavy, riff-soaked theatrical odyssey filled with medieval mystique and occult storytelling. It's hypnotic, it's psychedelic, and irresistibly weird in the best way possible. No other 2025 album oozes this much atmosphere and swagger. Back to brutality with New Gods, New Masters by Revocation. So Revocation level up with an album of ferocious technical thrash that feels both mythic and razor focused. The riffs are relentless, the solos dazzling, and the songwriting is, as we expect from Revocation, airtight. It's the year's most sophisticated and punishing, thrashy death metal record. Now for one of those bands that has been on the bands to keep an eye on for too long, they are here, they have broken through. Death Above Life by Orbit Culture. Orbit Culture merges crushing groove, haunting melody, and cinematic darkness into their most emotionally heavy record yet. Every track feels massive, apocalyptic, and deeply human. No band in 2025 sounds this simultaneously brutal and beautiful. We've mentioned career highlights before, and oh boy, a legacy band really delivered this year. Parabellum by Testament. Testament proves once again why they are thrash legends. With this album full of precision riffing, venomous vocals, and an unstoppable energy. Parabellum feels like a modern classic from the first song. It is a masterclass in how to stay relevant and dominate decades in. I'd say it's now time for the biggest comeback of the year. We had Dissonance Theory by Coroner. Coroner returned with mind-bending technicality, progressive experimentation, and unmistakable Swiss precision. But it's all updated for a new era. This album is both nostalgic and cutting edge. This is the boldest and most forward-thinking and flat-out best comeback of 2025. Okay, from legacy bands all the way to the deep, deep underground, we had also Dawn of the Iron Shadow by One of Nine. This album erupts with cinematic fantasy atmosphere, crushing black metal, haunting dungeon synth, and emotional storytelling that catapults the listener to the most dark pages of Tolkien's books. It's fresh, it's ambitious, and wildly creative, easily one of the most exciting breakthroughs of the year. And finally, an album that just came out. Super, super exciting release. A lot of people are talking about it right now. It is Viribus Unitis by 1914. 1914 delivers another harrowing World War I concept album blending blackened death metal with historical tragedy and grim storytelling. The atmosphere is suffocating, the riffs relentless, and the emotional impact is devastating. No one does historical extremity like 1914, and this is their most powerful work yet. There you go. That is the shortlist that we came up with for you. Go ahead, click that link, cast your votes, and stay tuned to find out who wins Album of the Year. You are awesome for watching this video. Click right here to see more content like it and subscribe to the channel.